Good morning, everyone. Or it's morning as I am recording this. Right now it says 8:56 a.m. Today is Monday, October 12th, 2020. Yes, that should be the correct date. Um, Either way, I'll title this fixing my sleep schedule, fixing my sleeping schedule, or however it turns out. I'll premiere this in the morning too, so it makes sense when I say good morning ish. But there's nothing wrong with saying good morning whenever you wake up, right? Um, at the beginning of quarantine or shelter in place, since I did not have to, or since I didn't have work, I my only obligation was calculus 1, which was in the evening, and it was at 6 p.m. So anytime before 6 p.m. was pretty flexible since it was unsafe to go to the workplace. Yeah, it was not safe to do so. So basically my sleeping schedule kind of like shifted, but I also had a multitude of skin problems. So it was just hard to sleep. And the fact that it was hard to sleep, of course, made me sleep at a later time. And because I did not have any obligations until like Tuesday, Thursday at 6 p.m. During that time when I was taking calculus 1, my sleeping schedule kind of just went from like 5 a.m. to 1 p.m. And although that's like a weird sleeping schedule, or like, that's a good sleeping schedule if you are someone who works graveyard shift. However, it's just the fact that I wasn't really, getting much done. I learned in this pandemic to just slow things down, and that you don't necessarily, like, I feel like, this has been over the internet as well, but we are too absorbed in the grind culture, meaning like you always have to be productive, but you do not always have to be productive. You deserve a break. You definitely deserve a break. So in a sense, some people said like, oh, this pandemic is not a break, or the shelter in place is not a break. But it does not mean that you can't relax. As in, like, it's okay if you don't do something productive, because we're in a pandemic and so many unexpected things are happening. And for the most part, a lot of people's mental health isn't the best at the moment. Like, they feel like loneliness, or more so often, just because there's still a lot of restrictions, and it's just best to be safe. I started fixing my sleeping schedule again when I took calculus 2, because my class was from 8 a.m. to 11:15 a.m. To be super honest, I don't really like the idea of having a normal sleeping schedule, or I don't like the concept of it. Like, I feel as though as long as you get 7 to 8 hours of sleep, you are totally fine, and it really doesn't matter as long as you're able like to do things on time. However, the reason why we have a normal sleeping schedule is because everyone kind of works at that time. So it just makes sense to like get things done in the day and then rest up in the night, just because everyone works around that schedule, and it's already hard scheduling things as it is, even with myself. Okay, at that time that did fix it for a while, which was nice. But then later on, after I dropped calculus 2, I went to bed at, I guess, whatever time I felt like it. And when because I think I still, at the time, like, I think, I was healed with my skin problems for the most part, but I was still a little bit sensitive here and there. Like, if I did not control my stress levels, if I was not disciplining myself, I think I might have still scratched. Who knows if I dropped it after calculus 2, or I mean, who knows if I stopped scratching after calculus 2. Well, I mean, I did, obviously. That's why I'm here at the moment, but I forgot when exactly. I know I documented it somehow. Either way, like now, I think, because the weather is better, I've been like sleeping before 2 a.m., so like around 1 something. And yesterday, actually, I woke up before 7, but that was because I had stuff to do. And today, I woke up around 8 something. Naturally, like I didn't need an alarm. So I'm really happy that I'm back to a normal sleeping schedule. Just because then, not sure how to put it, but like in the morning, I kind of need to like slow things down and relax. Like if I'm gonna do the sleeping schedule from like 1 something a.m. to like 8 something a.m. When it was like when my sleeping schedule was from 5 a.m. to 1 p.m., I kind of just was productive immediately. But during the last few hours, like around like 3 to 5, I couldn't. I had to relax as well. So it just depends which time of day I want to relax in. Because I did relax. So yeah, so no matter what time I wake up, I realize I need a relaxation period for myself. So how does my typical day look like? I wake up. Okay, so actually right now I am eating breakfast. Oh my gosh, I'm eating breakfast in the morning. Okay, you can barely see. I don't want this to spill, but I have oatmeal and some banana. So I'm not tilting it. Because I'm using my laptop to record, and then I'm drinking some green tea, which I'm not going to pour, but you can kind of see ish. But yeah, green tea. Yeah, so I start things off like this, and since more time has gone by, since I've been healed from my skin problems, since the weather has been really nice, I've opened up to the idea of going out more, but I am only able to go out once, or that's all I can handle at the moment. Like, my body can only handle, I have the energy to go out more, but then once I'm out and I come back home, I just want to stay home. But this also applies for any sort of social function. Like, I can only do one social function a day. So what does that mean? So basically, if I go out to hang out with someone with safety, with restrictions, while being safe, when I hang out with someone while being safe, that's all the socialization I can handle. Or a video call. So a video call for me is considered a social function as well. If I'm already video calling one person and it's not for a class, then that's all I can take on that day. Even a phone call nowadays. So basically, a social function consists of either going out for an errand, like something I have to do, going out to meet up with someone, hanging out safely, essentially, a video call or a phone call. And I can only do one of those per day. Like, I can still text and whatnot, because, I can text whenever, but there's only a limit to so much I can do, but, I'll ease back into it. So, I don't know, when this pandemic blows over, when we get a vaccine, when we're able to travel again, I cannot travel internationally right away, unless if I find a job that allows me, or that allows me or makes me do so. But if I do have any future travel plans, when this pandemic blows over, it'll most likely be to SoCal, like always. Okay, but yeah, I'm just happy that I can wake up in the morning without any problems, and that I can fall asleep without any problems. Like, I don't mind, since I don't have much obligations at the moment, and I feel like as long as you're productive and get things done, it doesn't really matter when you wake up, when you don't have obligations, like, meetings and stuff to attend to. However, what I don't like is insomnia. Basically, I am happy that I can sleep, I think, 7 to 8 hours. I think it's mainly 7 hours straight, instead of being restless and instead of having insomnia, because that's, terrible. Like, when I slept from 5 a.m. to 1 p.m., that was actually a good, like I slept uninterrupted sleep. Uninterrupted sleep is the best. So as long as I'm able to sleep without interruptions, that's the best. So I'm just super grateful that I can sleep without interruptions, without insomnia, without like waking up. I'm not really sure if I'm using the terms correctly, but okay, I'm going to repeat myself again. I'm happy that I can get 7 to 8 hours of uninterrupted sleep and that I can wake up in the morning. Nothing wrong with waking up late because I do that too when I can. Everyone likes to sleep in. I mean, before I used to be like a night owl and an early bird, which means I lacked sleep. But I always, I don't know, people would see me up late and then I would be one of the first people to wake up. And people are like, Cynthia, do you ever sleep? Do you like sleep? And I realized that sleep is like not optional anymore. Like, I don't know, my body was just really full of energy, which is good. And I'm not sure if it was, okay, maybe it might have been unhealthy for me to get that little amount of sleep, close to a nap, but I realized that sleep is like not optional and it's just good for your body. Has getting more sleep improved my skin? Well, I mean, I don't think so. I think the reason why my skin was a little bit worse, like in September or beginning of the month, was because of the bad air quality. Yeah, or earlier this month. But sleep is good for you, so sleep. It makes you energized for the next day. But I understand those who don't need much sleep because I used to be one of those people. Especially when it comes to traveling, I sleep late, I wake up early, gotta make the most, right? Yeah, but sleep is important. So sleep at a good time. Make sure it's 7 to 8 hours of uninterrupted sleep. Some people suggest more, some people need less. It's up to you. It's your body. Okay, thank you for watching.